Hi everyone, I just got an email from Sean with a question we've actually gotten a lot of as more of you are adding stuff to your classes, and that is he ran the link validator in Canvas and he found some links that just didn't make sense to him because either didn't recognize the link or he can't find them. So I wanted to talk to you about checking your links. First off, please check your links, okay? It can be really infuriating to students, and honestly it reflects poorly on the instructor if there's a lot of broken links. We understand there can be one or two. That happens because stuff changes. But if your students are going through your class, clicking on links, and a lot of links are broken or take them to that 404 error or something like that, that gets really frustrating as a student. So you should check your links pretty much every quarter. It's a large ask, especially if you have a lot of links, so Canvas has a built-in link validator. So in order to access that, we scroll down and we click on Settings. And then on this right-hand side, you see Validate Links and Content. So we click that. We've already run it in this class, but you would see Start Link Validation. It does take a bit. It might take a couple of minutes, and then it'll give you a list. And on that list, you see where it is. In this case, it's all pages, but it could be a quiz or an assignment, and then it shows you the actual broken link. Okay, so if you see these links here, it's usually one of three reasons it shows up. The first is obvious. The link is broken. Okay, so a one that people still run into, but we run into a lot, was a link to something that had an address of bates.ctc.edu. Well, that's obviously not going to work anymore. So go into the page, edit it, replace it with the batestech.edu, or delete it out, or find a better link, whatever it takes, but just fix the link. So that's the first one. It's pretty obvious. The link is broken. You fix the link. Okay? The second thing that happened is people will say, I've got this link and I don't even know what it is. When we investigated, it tended to be in courses where you didn't create the course. So either you're a newer instructor, or maybe it's something in Gen Ed where multiple people are teaching the same course. And so what you find is some page that was made 3 years ago by a previous instructor, and you have no idea what it is. When that happens, you can either A, fix the link like we talked about, B, just ignore it because it's not appearing to the students, or C, if you know you're not going to use the page, you can actually delete the page out. Okay, but that has happened a lot, especially as we've done these reviews, as people just found broken links and had no idea what they were. It's usually when that happens from a previous instructor or a different instructor. All right, so that's number two. The third one is the one that we're actually going to deal with Sean's problem today and show you guys how to do that. And that is, there's a link that it says is broken, but you go to the page and you can't find it and it's nowhere to be seen. So if you look at this second one, it says Making Sense of It Concept Mapping. There's a link entitled English that is broken. And if you click on it, you'll see that it is broken. It says page not found. Okay? So the problem is, Sean's trying to fix this. He goes to the page, and there is no link called English. There's a YouTube video, and there's a link down at the bottom of the page that's working just perfectly, thank you very much. So where is this stupid English link that we're talking about? Well, what's happened, and I am not an HTML expert, so you're getting the very, very layman's term on this. In fact, I know very little about HTML, but basically in the process of probably copying stuff, pasting, editing, linking, moving stuff around, it's almost like some flotsam is left on the page. So there's in the HTML, there's a link that was left in there that no longer works. So the easiest way to fix this, if you want to, again, notice the students aren't seeing it, so we can just walk away if we want. But you click on Edit, and again we see the page here, and then down at this right hand side you have a toggle between our rich content editor and the HTML editor. So if you click on it, you'll notice it switches to HTML. And again, I do not know HTML at all. The closest I come to HTML is MySpace pages back from 20 years ago. Okay, so I don't know what any of this code means. I'm clueless. If you want to know that, talk to Josh and hire one of his smart people to explain it to you. Okay, but what I can do is kind of detective this out. So sometimes if you know where it is, you'll see it in between two paragraphs and you can figure out that that's it. But usually we're looking for something that's sticking out like a sore thumb, and in this case down at the bottom we see kind of just this thing floating here, and look at that. Notice what it says. It's that English HTML that it said. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select just this block of text here. Oops, select this block of text here, and then just delete it out. Now, some of you go, I have known nothing about HTML. I'm terrified of that. That's okay. I am too, especially the first dozen times or so I did it. The great thing about this is we haven't made any permanent changes. If we're worried we messed things up, we can click on this HTML editor right here and go back, and we can see, whew, everything is still good. And I don't know if I messed that up or not, but we can go back and fix that also. Okay? So everything seems great. We look, it seems to be working. So now that it's good, we can click on Save. If something was messed up, we would just click on Cancel when we come back. And some of the things that happen are, for example, all your margins are messed up, some formatting is done, an entire paragraph may have been deleted. Click Cancel and go on. By the way, don't forget, if you really, really mess it up, in the top right corner, you've got that page history, so you can just go back to the previous version of the page. But now that we fixed this, I'm going to click on Save. And again, if I scroll down, everything looks right. If I'm weeping because everything looks horrible, again, top right-hand corner, View Page History. And I can pull up a previous version of it just from right here. Okay? And now, if I go into Settings and click on Validate Links, and notice we have 6 broken links, when I click on Restart Link Validation, what we should find when I cheat and edit out the 2 minutes we're going to have to wait is there should only be 5 broken links now because we went into the HTML and deleted that broken link. And ta-da, there we are, 5 broken links. So to recap, always check your links. If you've got more than a few, the easiest way is to go into Settings and run the link validator. Okay? If you see links that are broken, the most common thing is obviously exactly what it says. The links themselves are broken, so fix them. If you find weird links that you never put into your class and you know that it's a shared course, that's a common thing. You can go into the page or the assignment and either fix the link, or if you know you're not going to use it, just delete that page or assignment or whatever out. And then the third one is if it says there's a broken link on the page but you don't see it, you can actually go into the HTML, find the thing that sure looks like it's the broken link, delete it out, and then always check it to make sure the page is okay, and then save it and you should be good. Okay, hopefully that helps. As always, give us a call if you run into any questions at all.